Most people look at landscaping and tell me, well, I don't want to cut grass. That's not what we do, right? I mean, we do that, but that is not all we do. There's a lot of opportunity to work on major high-profile projects. We have all kinds of opportunities for people. And I want to try to get those. Use this example. We have a guy that's basically the second in command of the entire construction division across the country. Started as an irrigation laborer 45 years.
Yeah.
Wow. And he's now on top of the entire. In our company alone, and in most companies in the commercial side, there are so many opportunities, right? From field labor to an operator to a foreman to a truck driver, project management, administration, marketing, finance, sales. I mean, it's
we also do have scholarships available, which is not necessarily the norm with non-credit classes. So there's a potential that it could be completely covered.
How much is the class otherwise?
It is $468, which I think is a bargain.
This is an exciting conversation because the way you guys came together is fun,
right?
And that's really the genesis of what we're trying to do. We do have a problem we're trying to solve.
Yep.
Right? You have butts and seats you need, and you need people. So
the industry needs people.
The industry needs people.
Correct.
Yep. Okay, good.
And Pete's got 800 of them a year.
I got a supply.
Is this okay in a good spot, or is that okay?
Are we good? All right.
Excellent. Here we go, Pete.
Roll.
Pete.
We're rolling.
Here we are.
Here we are, man. Here we go.
What's going on?
This week, we're actually gearing up for next school year. So we're doing a lot of I did a department chair retreat where I met with them. We went over some data, had some good conversation, planning. And the next week is the broader leadership retreat. So, we'll have a bunch of people over at the high school, different leaders will be working together, collaborating, planning for next school year. So it's exciting.
Always
moving.
There's so much that goes on in running a high school with 3,700 students and then how many staff and you just have a lot.
We got a lot.
It's a lot of responsibility to so thanks for what you do. Just wanted to say we had 7 or 8 people here from the trades the other day. We're starting a club of just people in the trades, and they're going to start welcoming high school students to join their club. It's really cool. So if you're in the Evanston area and you're in any skilled trade and want to join this club, we need you. We need you to be a part of this conversation. So consider joining us. We're thinking about putting an entry into the 4th of July parade and walking down the street with people who are in the trades, skilled trades. So come and promote your trade. Come and promote what you do for a living and share with our community what you do. Yeah.
How do they find this club?
They come to the trade club.
Come to the trade club.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a month. Right now it's next Monday night, but I don't know when we're going to air this, but come to the collective and we'll get you
squared away.
Get you squared away.
Beautiful.
Yep. It's going to be great.
That's good.
To see carpenters and to see pipe fitters and to see automotive guys in different trades sitting around talking smack.
That's a great idea.
It's really good.
That's
awesome.
Really good. Yeah. It builds relationships too early on, which I like. I like that idea. That's good.
So today we're going to be talking about commercial landscape.
Oh, wow.
Okay. What is that?
Yeah,
right?
Hey, I think we're going to learn.
And I'm going to start with Jamie because Jamie, you came into our life probably about 15 months ago, maybe longer.
Yeah.
Maybe almost 2 years right? now.
Yep.
And knocked on our door and we're interested in working at Ryan Field. And tell us about you if you don't mind, and then we'll move on to you. Yeah.
Well, so Jamie Wallace, obviously, been in the construction industry for over 40 years. In the landscape industry for probably 35, and mostly on the commercial side, commercial landscaping, maintenance and construction, where we do large. It doesn't have to be large, but all commercial, no residential, individual homeowner type work. So if it's a high-rise apartment building, a football field, those kind of projects is what I've been involved with.
Some football fields? Could you name some of those?
Well, we did Denver. We did SoFi twice. So we've done quite a few of them across the country. A little bit up in Green Bay, Philadelphia. So, yeah.
I think you're the world's largest commercial.
We are. Commercial landscape company. Yeah. There's about 20,000 of us today in the field. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And so I'm actually been around for a long time. The one reason that I did start coming over here by you guys is the industry has a problem with staffing. Most people look at landscaping and tell me, well, I don't want to cut grass. That's not what we do, right? I mean, we do that, but that is not all we do. There's a lot of opportunity to work on major high-profile projects. We have all kinds of opportunities for people, and I want to try to get the word out.
Well, that's what we're going to do today.
Yeah.
Leah.
Yes.
Do you mind
good
introducing
afternoon,
yourself?
everybody.
And where do you come from, and what brings you to the
I
podcast
come
today?
from Oakton College. I'm Leah Kittner. I am the Senior Program Developer for Workforce and Community Education. That encompasses quite a lot of areas in our non-credit part of the college. I also do come from Evanston, Illinois. I'm an Evanston grad. It was about 150 years ago.
All right. So
Go Cats.
I'm going to ask for us to kind of talk about credit and non-credit. We'll get to that, but I don't quite know what that means, and I don't think a lot of people in the kind of maybe in our audience know what that means.
Absolutely.
So we'll get to that, but let's just start with Oakton. How old is Oakton? What is Oakton to our community? Talk to us about Oakton College.
Sure. Oakton came about in 1969, so we've been around a while. And what I really like about our mission statement is just the first line, which is Oakton is the community's college. It kind of says it all. We're here to support all elements of the community. We're talking about business owners. We're talking about potential students. We're talking about our senior citizens who are looking for that lifelong learning element. So being the community's college, that first line says a lot to me. We cover 17 communities. We go from the border of Chicago all the way up to the border of Lake County, and then from the lakefront out to Des Plaines. It's a large group, and we speak over 70 languages at the college and represent quite a lot of communities.
And you have adult learners. You also have high school. You have a high school curriculum, right? How do you call that?
Well, you're talking about dual enrollment.
Yes, please.
And we actually start even before high school. Before we even get to our friends at ETHS, we are reaching out with our STEAM camps for kids. We have a program for 7th and 8th grade students called Futures, where they spend the whole day learning about STEAM programs and visit the college to get exposed to what that might look like at the college. We have offices, actual physical office spaces in many of the college's district high schools, including ETHS. Where we offer evening programs, general enrichment, languages, our ESL programs. You mentioned our adult education population. Education at all levels has acronyms and phrases that are just key to our own. Adult education does not just mean all adults. So for the college level, that means folks who are studying English language, their high school equivalency, literacy, probably forgetting some, but these are the folks that are coming back to school or needed to finish school.
Well, since we're on the Trade Collective podcast, I want to hear more about the CTE programming at Oakton. And what are some of the offerings that you have that some of our community might not know about?
Sure, I'm happy to tell you that. Can I talk a little bit about credit versus non-credit first?
Perfect.
Because it kind of feeds into that quite a bit.
Sure.
Because with our CTE, which is career and technical education, and sometimes people call it BCT, which is business and career technologies, so you might hear both, those can fall in credit or non-credit, and we have both at Oakton. Your credit programs lead to a degree. Your non-credit programs generally lead to a credential, and so they can be faster and more nimble, which is why we in non-credit are the folks that generally come out to meet with business representatives, because we can turn around and give you what you need a little bit quicker than building a whole degree program.
Okay.
So coming back to your question about trades, we've got your standard, automotive degrees. You can study HVAC. You can do electrical engineering, all kinds of things toward a degree. In non-credit, we have quite a number of options that'll take you less than a semester. We've got our CDL truck driver training. There's also CDLB coming, which is more like bus driver training. That's coming in the fall. We're starting a welding program in the fall. We already have manufacturing. Let's see what else. We train you in OSHA 10 safety standards, a number of trades programs that you can get into very quickly. And now our landscape technician program that we developed in collaboration with Jamie from BrightView.
Okay. And how did you guys meet?
We met here.
We did meet here. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. Well, I think it was a lunch that Pat had here. You guys were talking about a non-credited type of a certification. We're constantly looking for ways to bring in people into the industry. and I thought the fit was perfect, and we started talking, and here we are a year later, 8 months later.
Yeah,
It's starting to move forward.
Yeah, just under a year. We're really happy to have come out to the Trade Collective and been welcomed here to meet with all sorts of trade representatives in lots of different fields. But Jamie was one of the first ones that was like, let's work together now. Let's get something going. We really, really need it in the landscaping field. Both commercial, what he represents, and residential, both are hurting. Both of those industries is what we've learned, because we don't just go out and talk to one representative from one company. We talked to lots of representatives, and we found that the need is all over.
Jamie, what I love about you is you're not just pushing BrightView, although all your team should know you're pushing BrightView. You're wearing a nice shirt today, but you're also talking about the industry in general. I mean, what have you liked about your 40-year career? What's been really fun for you that you wish other people kind of knew about that?
Well, to build teams, number one, and then to see the end project when it's done, right?
Yeah.
We just finished the Obama Presidential Center. I mean, what a high profile, right? I worked on the Pentagon Memorial. They're very, very satisfying to see those projects finish up.
Talk to us about the Obama. I mean, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's it was a 3-year process on the ground, and it was a 5-year process really from the start of when we started looking at the job. So 5 years go by. It's quick. It's over, but it's a very satisfying feeling to have it done.
And what kinds of careers and what kind of jobs were happening on that build?
Well, anywhere from a field laborer to a supervisor to a project manager, safety officers, administration. I mean, you name it, from the top to the bottom of our company. We had people in those roles on that job.
Was it all union, or was there union?
All union.
All union?
100% union.
Okay.
On that side of it.
Great.
But then from, the satisfying part also is to build those teams, right? To put the right people together for the right project. And we've done that pretty much all over the country, and I've been involved in it all over the Midwest. So those are two.
How do you build those teams? I mean, we hear a lot in the construction trades around like the importance of team building.
Right.
We're a team. How do you, since you're like tasked with creating those teams, developing them, how do you do that? What's the process?
Well, I usually try to start with one really strong person that's going to be in charge of the job, and then bring in some people around him and underneath him that will basically, be a part of the team and build it. For example, Shelley Ryan is a superintendent for us. She actually ran the entire Obama project, which at some point in time she had 75 to 80 people working for her at any one given day. So start with one really strong person and build a little pyramid underneath her.
Got it.
Or him.
I think you have a diversity of people that you're looking for.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Always.
Yeah.
But for you personally, what's been exciting for you in the industry? Where did you start, and how did you get to become?
Yeah. Well, I actually started as an operator.
Okay.
And worked my way up into estimating, project management, branch management, and sales. And so it's been a career, right? I mean, I started out in the field. I worked through almost every aspect of the company to where I am today. And now I'm on the back side, right? I'm on the back nine, as I call it.
Yeah.
Going the other way.
And that's what you would say to other people is get in.
Yes.
Start somewhere, and you could end up in marketing. You could end up somewhere else that you never imagined, right?
In our company alone, and in most companies in the commercial side, there are so many opportunities, right? From field labor to an operator to a foreman to a truck driver, project management, administration, marketing, finance, sales. I mean, it's endless.
I have a very what's an operator do?
They run the heavy equipment.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's the ignorance of education coming in. Like, what is that?
Right.
Okay, cool.
And the heavy operators, we're not going to get specific, but they make pretty good money.
Yep. Oh, the industry. I mean, as a whole, the industry pays well. Yes, I absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have a nice pension.
Yes, we do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, we do.
I jump in. I was thinking about how Jamie started with saying that I started as an operator. And I will say that my manager who works with me, Ira Alcantara, who developed this program with me, when we have gone out and met lots of the landscaping professionals to talk to about this program to see if we're putting in the right elements, without a doubt, everyone is like, well, I started in the field. Mm-hmm. So it really does talk about how you can grow and go any direction that you like.
Correct. I've told you this example. We have a guy that's basically the second in command of the entire construction division across the country. Started as an irrigation laborer 45 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's now on top of the entire company across the country.
Wow. So, Leah, you were here at the Trade Collective. You met Jamie. You heard Jamie talking and sort of talking generally about the need in the commercial landscaping. What got you excited about that? What you have, I heard the other day, 4,000 adult learners, right?
Yep.
And how many undergrads?
Oh my goodness. Gosh, I have that figure.
Roughly.
I think it's like 20,000.
Yeah. You have lots of people, potential. You've also stood up a program here, a commercial landscaping, and it's starting when?
July 8th.
July 8th. So you need to fill those seats to learn to go and enter this field. What's the invitation? What are you hoping for?
Well, you started with what got you excited about this. Any field that seems like it has tons of openings is going to perk up our interest because we want to be supplying students to places that actually have openings rather than what you hear about often coming out of college and not having a job to go into, right? So whenever we hear that, we do the research. What is the growth expectation of this field over the next 10 years? What are the income prospects? Where can a person go with this starting certification? What are the directions they can go into? What are the careers they can go into? And we found that this one is very versatile. We found that the growth over the next 10 years is over 5%. You were getting close to 10%. And that's high. Numbers like 2% you're not looking at. So that's a good growth rate. But I think what is also really appealing is, as I mentioned, the versatility. When you start with a course like this and see all the directions you can take it, I think it's pretty fascinating. You can go into horticulture, you can go into landscape design, you can stick with the hard labor if you're somebody who just likes to keep getting your hands dirty. There's a lot of different ways to go. And so as we explored and learned more about it, and got our colleagues at the college involved who were also super excited. That was really fun because on campus, we have our own naturalist. And she was like, oh, I'll come to the class. I'll bring my tools. I'll show them our community garden. I'll show them how to grow some things. So that was cool. We also have a sustainability manager on campus, and she was interested in getting involved. Like everybody else was all like hands in. Yes, we will come talk to them. We will show them the tools and the things that we do on campus as well. So we have a lot of folks ready to jump in and help out.
What do you think I think there's been a struggle to find people to meet this. Is that true?
True.
Okay. So to the Oakton community, there's an opportunity. To students, to people in our community, there's an opportunity to go take a class and get a start in a career in the commercial landscaping. So this is the pathway to get there, correct?
Yep.
Speak to it, please. How
sure.
simple is it?
Well, I think it's what Jamie said earlier, and that's that people think, oh, I'm just going to be mowing lawns. And what I love is that we've built a boot camp. It's a short program. It's only 5 weeks. You go 4 times a week with labs twice a week and classroom work twice a week. And then you're ready to be employed. And you've seen all the different elements that you might be able to go in this field, in these many fields, I should say. So you really get your toes wet and get out there and get your hands dirty. I guess I like a pun. But yeah, as Jamie said, I think that's what people are afraid of. I'm just going to be mowing lawns, and there's so much more you can do with it.
Well, and the reason I'm excited about it is people that come through here are going to be interested in landscaping. It's not just I got to go get a job. I'm going to do this for maybe this season, and they're not going to come
It's helping
back.
to self-selection.
There's an initial investment on behalf of the candidate too.
Right. Yeah.
So how's that handoff go? Like that you get the certificate, then what?
Well, again, having met Jamie here at the Trade Collective, we already have a very nice relationship with BrightView that employs a lot of people. But as we researched where else the needs were, we developed a relationship with Illinois Landscape, with the women in landscaping. We've met some other folks through the Trade Collective as well. Lots of folks hungry to hire.
The golf industry needs people.
The golf industry, that's right. We met some of the folks in the golf industry at a recent meeting as well. So we have lots of connections to employers ready to go.
That's a key piece though, right? I mean, it's a key piece to have multiple partners on the other end of that. So it's a 5-week program.
It is.
And at the end of 5 weeks, there's a huge opportunities for the candidate. I love that.
There is.
We have a number that says there's a need for 600 people in a 10-mile radius to Evanston.
600
in the commercial landscaping sector.
Oh.
So that's how many hires are needed. So there's opportunities.
That's a big number.
Yeah. How many seats are available in this class?
We do cap it at 10 because we like a small teacher to student ratio, and the people using the equipment, you need to keep it safe. So this is just a small group of folks. We also do have scholarships available, which is not necessarily the norm with non-credit classes. So there's a potential that it could be completely covered.
How much is the class otherwise?
It is $468, which
Okay.
I think is a bargain.
That's not.
And we do have the
deal.
labs already set up to go, correct?
We do.
Yeah.
So they'll get on equipment training at one of our facilities.
Correct. We
Oh, nice.
one of BrightView's facilities. We have a local garden shop that also has been willing to work with us. Our course instructor is a wonderful woman who has her own garden shop in the city. I have to look at what the name of it. Her name is Wanda Evangelista. It's called Floral and Landscape Designs, and I want to give her a shout out. What's wonderful about having a business owner, and I'm sorry if I just kicked you, having a business owner as an instructor is students can then see themselves as a potential entrepreneur as well. So I'm not just looking for a career. I could have my own business also.
Jamie, you and I were playing golf one time, and you were talking about the time, the changes over the time. That community colleges used to be a place where people used to go and learn these things.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
And somehow we just faded away from that, or something happened, something changed. Can you kind of just reminisce about that? And
Well, I'm not really sure what happened there, but in every aspect in college, your landscape architectural programs are dwindling. Where there used to be 60, 70, 80 graduates, they're down to 15 and 16. And these are major colleges that I used to recruit at. So it's the whole industry is just kind of, and I'm not sure why. I really don't know why. And maybe because we're not promoting it enough.
And I find that fascinating because I know, the plant daddy and the plant mama industry is huge right now. You would
Right.
think that this was something that people were really into.
I've seen it continually go down a little bit each year over the last probably 15 years.
what would you attribute that to?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you. I haven't really done any heavy recruiting in colleges for probably about 10 years. But at the end of it, when I got out of it, or turned it over to someone else, the numbers were falling off already. Yeah.
Okay. 1 to 10, how big is this problem for the commercial landscaping industry? 1 to 10.
Oh, I would say it's probably in the 7s. I mean, it's been an issue for a long time. I mean, you've heard the same thing from the people you're talking to.
Honestly, in all the trades, there's a big cliff of folks who are aging out. And so there's a huge need, and the colleges are seeing that, and the high schools are seeing it, and we're starting to put back in programs that they might have pulled out 30 years ago. If you pulled out welding, we're now putting it back in. It's very funny. What's old is new again, but these things are needed again.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I agree 100%.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, it's interesting. The more technology has taken over the world, the more to the backseat everything else goes, the more people want to jump on their computers and do stuff. The more AI is now displacing everybody. We're going to see I guarantee a move back to the trades and such. It's going to happen because there's no stability anywhere.
Right.
You're graduating into a job market that isn't there.
It's not there. Well, I've told you this story, and I won't mention the university, but the university that does a career trade show for high school students, because they're afraid they're not going to have the tradespeople to build their buildings. And
Just selfishly.
yes, exactly.
For their own
Yep.
university.
So they're bringing in 1,500 kids to this event, not to come to school there, but to introduce them to the trades, so that because they're afraid that they won't have the people to build.
It just speaks to the existential threat
Yeah.
of the workforce, of like the dwindling workforce and the graying cliff where people, I mean, and it's great to see Oakton mobilized. It's great to see ETHS mobilized. It's great to see a reinvestment in things. Our enrollment in our introduction to trades class is it blew up. It's just kids love it. We've been building a house for a long time. We've been welding for a long time. But in the last couple of years, we've seen more interest, which is fantastic. And I credit that to like the trade collective. I also credit that to just general uncertainty on behalf of parents when they're like, I don't know. I thought it was this this 4-year degree thing, but now I don't know if the investment is worth it. And, a lot of people are realizing it's not because especially if you can't pay out of pocket,
Right.
If you're going to carry that debt. So the nice thing is like $450, was it $450?
$468.
$468, 5 weeks and a nice handoff to a career, right? To a career lattice where you can grow and develop. I mean, this is exactly what we want to do. And that's the work of the Trade Collective, right? Connecting supply to demand, education to the skilled trades.
That's what we were looking for. And that's why we got together, is we're looking for the career people, right?
Yeah.
Like I say, not just the guy that wants, or the lady that wants to come out, work for a summer and they're done.
Right.
You invest the money in them, you want to keep them. And our tenure is very, very good at the company.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I think, going back to your earlier question about why do you think people are lacking interest in this, I think it's also a concern that there isn't a year-round job available. And there, again, are many options for where you can work year-round. Even when you start with sort of the getting your hands dirty part, there's also winter work to do. So growing that out, there's plenty of opportunity for year-round work.
Yes.
When you're building out a class like this or a program like this, is it nice to know that you have a partner like this? What's that like to be?
It's essential, absolutely. Even if you weren't here connecting us, which we love that you do, we always reach out to industry representatives of whichever industry we're researching to grow. You have to. Otherwise, what are you doing? You're not making a program that anybody needs if you don't know what's needed from that employer. So we do start there. It's become a huge endeavor of the college to have partnerships for potential employment, not just the voice of what do you need, but will you also hire our folks when we're done? So that's been a big goal of the college lately, is to build those partnerships in advance so that we are able to, here you go, at the end.
I think that's crucial. I just want to say a big shout out. I think Oakton has been in the 2 years that we've been working on this, Oakton has really been, I would say, a really good listener and very interested in leading in this. So I'm thank you for your partnership, for everybody at Oakton that's been part of what we're trying to do. I can't say enough. I mean, we took trips up to Lake County to look at a model, and all 3 buses, there were different people from Oakton, from the president to trustees to, just with notes, taking notes, like how do we shift, from being just a 2 to a 4 community college to a 4-year college to what does our community really need? And I think you guys have been really, really good. I just want to say thanks.
Well, thank you. I think that you're bringing folks together that need to come together and really building a wonderful interest directly across from the high school to bring the young folks in and let them see what they might get involved in. I think it's terrific.
Yeah. Pete, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what happens when you have a community, a college who is, what was the line? What's the tagline? College of the community? What was that?
Oh, it's the community's college.
The community's college. Okay.
Of our mission statement.
Okay, so you're the community's college, and I really think in the last few years we've seen it. We've seen it through the willingness to partner, with the high school, with business partners in the Evanston community. It's healthcare. We're seeing it again here in commercial landscaping, but that's the pathway forward. It's a huge investment too. I mean, it's not cheap to online a course, I would imagine. It is not cheap.
It isn't. It's a lot of time and effort, and that's really where the not cheap part comes in, right? Yeah, it's the time spent to build it up, the research, and all of that. But I'm really glad to hear you say that you're seeing that, because that's been a huge focus. I mean, we're trying to be out there in the community as much as possible so that folks see us as a potential answer to whatever their hiring educational needs may be.
Yeah, that ability to be nimble and responsive is big.
You got it.
And to see that in those programs, in those non-credit programs is really great, because those credentials are recognized by the industry. Right. Number one. We don't want ones that, we don't want to go down the pipeline of really junky credentials that don't matter. That's why the homework is important. That's why talking to folks and having great partners in the business community, that's a game changer.
Correct.
Hey, Jamie, could you just rifle down some of the things that you need, the industry needs, and the kind of careers that are available for people? You started as an operator, so that's I mean, that could be a whole career as an operator, right?
Yeah. Speaking just from the Midwest here and working with them, I mean, field workers is an essential, right? I mean, it's hard to fill every spot that's needed.
What does a field worker do?
Basic labor.
Labor.
Yeah, basic labor.
But they're union.
Some parts of the business are, some aren't.
Okay, so your construction part is union.
Yep.
And your, what do you
services,
say? Your
we'll call it maintenance,
okay,
is not. Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
So from field to supervision, project management, account management, estimating. I was telling you earlier, estimating is a hard one to find. Almost every position from field all the way up to, I would say a branch manager. Those are positions that are needed. Now,
what does an estimator do? Like, what kind of a person is a good estimator?
Somebody that likes to play or use numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And likes to draw on plans, right?
Okay.
Look at plans all day long, pull data out of RFPs, things like that.
Okay.
But almost every position in the industry, even landscape architects today, which is a 4-year degree, it's across the board. Mm-hmm. So if somebody comes in, even as an account manager, we're constantly in those needs. I mean, I think we've had an open and that's for an estimator here in the Chicagoland market for 6 months. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It's part of our curriculum, estimating.
Yep.
Plan reading, all the things you mentioned.
Yep.
And am I allowed to ask what the starting position is for someone like that? Like what, for an estimator?
What do you mean starting?
What is this starting salary for like an estimator roughly?
If somebody coming with no experience at all,
yeah,
you're probably in that 65 range.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In this market, in the Midwest. Yeah.
Okay. Is that union, non-union?
That's all non-union.
That's non-union.
That's all in the office.
Okay.
Correct.
Good. And where is the office so people will know?
We have an office. There's Long Grove. There's Chicago. There's Naperville. We have Elmhurst. Yep. That's where you're doing your labs. Yep. So there's 4 or 5 offices in the Midwest region.
That's great.
I mean, then you can go into Detroit, you can go to Indianapolis, you can go to, if they want to.
Yeah. And that's just BrightView.
Right. That's just
BrightView. That's just BrightView. We're not talking about the whole industry. So there's opportunities way beyond.
All over.
Way beyond.
There's a couple of commercial landscapers in this market.
Yeah. I just want to say again, thank you for sort of representing the whole industry. You've been talking, yes, you're carrying, and it's helpful to have a company the size of BrightView who's able to come and lend themselves and be with us and help us think like this. So you're awesome. Well, I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate everything that's gone on here, even from when I came and presented to you 2 years ago at the high school.
Oh, yeah.
It's all starting to come together, which is great. And you've been the driver behind it because I brought everybody together in the team and then, but you guys are making it happen.
Wonderful. Yeah. And all the collaborations that we've had with Jamie and again here at the Trade Collective have been very valuable.
What's next for Oakton? What are some of the things that you're thinking about? You got commercial landscaping. What are some of the other things? I know you're saying truck B licenses, which is CDL B license, which is bus
more
drivers?
your buses. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So city and school bus will be CDL B and planning to start that in the fall. As I mentioned, we'll have a welding program in non-credit. We have it already in credit. This one will be the faster certification again. It's a welding 1 in alignment with the AWS, American Welding Society standards. And because Oakton doesn't have a welding facility, we're working with one of our high school partners. So that class will take place at Glenbrook North in Northbrook. And other new programs include our DSP, which is a direct support professional. These are your folks who work with, say, your day programs for people with disabilities. That one has a high need as well. Another new program, I'm trying to think what else is brand new. Our forklift is still fairly new. That's a 1-day training to get certified to use a stand-up or sit-down forklift. So quite a lot of options out there with us.
And what does a forklift operator make?
Well, there's a couple of different types of forklift operators, but they're usually starting in the low $20 an hour range.
Okay. It's good.
Yeah.
And then there's a life there, though.
There's a life there. And those do tend to be fields where there's union positions, which is always nice in terms of benefits.
Good. Great. What else are we missing here? Is there anything that we need to talk about that we haven't covered?
Yeah, when you're looking for our class, we'd love for you to look at our website and give us a call. Come on out, explore the program. You don't have to sign up right away. If you just want to hear about it, give us a call. We're at CE, that's for continuing education. So ce.oakton.edu. Or you can call our main office. That's 847-982-9888. Obviously, you can look at the website. Just type in landscaping. You'll find the class that starts again on July 8th. And again, we've got some scholarship funds that you might qualify for. The class could potentially be totally free. So let's get you in the door.
Just 10 spots. So get in early here.
That's right.
Get in early.
And in the industry, there's endless careers. I
Yep.
mean, you've said it. I've said it. I've lived it. I've seen it. So
It sounds like almost a guarantee if you sign up for this class that you have a life, possibly. You know what I mean?
if you're willing to go to the class and you're interested in
and get a
landscaping
career.
and
it just sounds good.
It's a way into a career lattice that just keeps going.
Right.
Which is incredible.
Just over a month. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're sitting at home and you don't know what your kid's doing,
This sounds like an infomercial.
right?
Pete.
Sign them up. No, but I mean, like
For
this
just-
is for just $468.
And you don't have to be a kid. You know, this is across all ages for sure.
Yeah, if you have any interest at all in landscaping, I would recommend it.
That's fantastic.
Take the class so that you can, because like I said, the positions are endless. I mean, the
Yeah,
careers are endless.
As I've been looking at it, it's not just I think I have an interest in landscaping because I like to think of it more broadly. If you like to grow plants, if you like to get your hands dirty, if you like to design, there's a lot of elements that can go into it.
That's great. I mean, just thinking about the Obama Center.
Oh, so
Right?
How
cool.
awesome is that?
I mean, you get to go by these places and see, like, you're forever tied to this. I mean, you sold the project, right?
Right?
It was your project.
Yep.
That's
There it
pretty.
is.
That's
If we're being honest, the landscaping is the most beautiful part. It really is.
Did you go down there?
Well, no, I've seen all the
Oh, the
beautiful
picture,
photos. Yeah.
And that, designed by Michael Van Valkenburg, and we built it. So
beautiful.
What do you like about the project? What's so fun about
well,
it?
just all the technology or the technical pieces of it. I mean, there's 50,000 cubic yards of geofoam on the job, which is basically big pieces of styrofoam that you'll never see. Most of it's over the top of the parking garage. So very highly technical. Soils were all mixed, especially, and brought in. Just a very high technical project.
See, biology,
Yep.
science.
Yep. We actually are creating an ecosystem in the ground.
Oh, that reminds me of one thing, right? We're talking about biology and science. I failed to mention that with this class, even though you're in non-credit, it can be considered a credit for prior learning, which is a growing thing at the colleges. When you take a non-credit class, it's like, oh, but I learned a lot of things. Why can't I use it for credit? So if you've taken this class, you actually can apply it to a bio class at Oakton as well.
All right.
Wow.
I'm not allowed to ask this question.
Don't ask. Well, go ahead.
Okay. Is there any age requirement? Or is there any? I know I'm not allowed to ask that.
age requirement?
Well, no, I know what
You
am I
can
doing,
ask me
but
how
I'm
old I
saying
am.
I'm
That's
not
a
asking
question.
you anyone's
You can
age.
contact
but
our
I'm just-
attorneys.
Yes. Yeah. No, but I mean, really, it's any age.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
welcome.
it's not any age
Well-
because you're not going to hire a 15-year-old.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
And
There's a gateway.
Ooh, you
Right.
got me out of that one. Good.
job.
when you're talking about working with heavy equipment and safety standards,
Yep.
you
Right.
have 18 and up as
18
the
and up.
requirement.
18.
Right.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Woo,
That
that's
tracks.
what I was thinking
That
about.
tracks. You know?
Yeah.
All right.
What are we going to do with you?
You know what?
Man.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yep.
You worry
Yep.
about you getting in trouble.
Yeah.
He's,
worry about that.
he's
Year
taking
2,
care of
we're
it
going to
for
have a
both
legal
of us.
department here at the Fired Up podcast.
We'll just interview HR directors and say, "Can I ask this? This is a good question."
You might have to have one sitting in there.
Sitting in here, that's what I'm saying.
You need a no button.
I know. Well,
Oh, this is great, though. What an opportunity. What a real, and what a connection.
Yeah, truly.
I agree.
It's been fun too.
I agree.
Yeah.
how do you grow that program though? I mean, so it's 10. That's kind of small.
It is
but
small.
it is kind of nice actually. But how do we grow that to meet the needs of the 600 people that are needed on an annual basis in this market?
Yeah, we usually will start with a small program to get
Okay.
something going.
Okay.
And then, the word starts to spread. That's how things
Right.
build. Our CDL truck driving program
Yeah.
started really small with a partner off site. Now we have our own trucks on site, 4 semi-tractor trailers on site that you see driving around with all our Oakton pictures on them. So you have to start somewhere in order to bring the folks in and see what you're doing. And hey, how'd you learn about that? And how can I do that?
Well, and my hope would be that if we hire a few of these people, that they come back to the class the next time around and talk to the new students and promote it out in the field.
For sure.
Yeah. That's what I see.
What's the frequency with which you run that class?
Well, because it's brand new, we just are going to run it this semester. We're also going to offer it again in the fall, and we may be talking to our friends at some of the high schools to see if we can do it as a dual enrollment course as well. Cool, so in that instance, we would offer it twice in the semester. Okay. We did try to see if we might do it last winter, but it seemed like it was going to be hard to do the labs. So that becomes a bit tricky because you do want that exposure within the class. So it'll be more like a later spring to start again.
Cool.
That's great. We're going to have Oakton back on again. There's a lot going on there. So thank you. Thank you.
We're really glad for the opportunity. Thank you both.
Yeah. All right. Any last things before we shut down here?
Just looking forward to where this is going to go.
Yes, indeed.
Well, we have a gift.
There we go.
We have a
gift
for
for
our
y'all.
guests.
Okay.
I think you grew up knowing.
There you go.
From the sauce studio.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
To your hands, to your barbecue.
This is the sauce studio named after Hecky Powell, who was a kind of a legend in our town and was a big guy on workforce development.
Okay.
And passed away during COVID, and we honor him by giving you all some sauce.
Well, thank you for that.
If you grew up here and you didn't go to Hecky's regularly, I don't know what you were missing. That's crazy.
Something was wrong.
Nonsense.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for all that you're
Thanks for
doing.
having us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
We've definitely made some great friendships here.
For sure.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you.
Great.